Welcome to our channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most iconic and miraculous events in biblical history, the Battle of Jericho. This epic story of faith, strategy, and divine intervention has captivated believers for centuries. Join us as we explore the full story of how the walls of Jericho came tumbling down, uncovering the remarkable journey of the Israelites as they claimed their first major victory in the Promised Land. As we journey back in time, we will witness the unwavering faith of Joshua and the Israelites, the intricate divine strategies laid out by God, and the supernatural events that led to the miraculous downfall of Jericho's walls. This tale is not just a historical account, but a powerful narrative of obedience, trust, and the transformative power of faith. Imagine being part of this ancient world, where the fate of an entire people hinges on their faith and adherence to God's commands. The Battle of Jericho is a testament to the strength and resilience that comes from steadfast belief in a higher power. Let's delve into the details and discover the profound lessons hidden within this biblical epic. So, whether you are familiar with the story or hearing it for the first time, prepare to be inspired and amazed by the divine orchestration and human courage that brought down the walls of Jericho. Stay tuned as we unravel each segment of this legendary battle, providing insights and reflections that resonate with our lives today. Let's begin our journey into the heart of Jericho and witness the extraordinary events that marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Israelites. Our journey begins with the Israelites, who after 40 years in the wilderness are finally on the brink of entering the Promised Land. This land, promised to them by God through their forefather Abraham, represents not only a physical territory, but also the fulfillment of divine promises and the hope of a new beginning for the nation of Israel. Led by Joshua, Moses' appointed successor, the Israelites stand at the threshold of this new land. Their first major challenge is the formidable city of Jericho, a key stronghold strategically located to block their path. Jericho's massive walls and well-fortified defenses pose a significant obstacle to their advance. Joshua, a seasoned warrior and a man of unwavering faith, prepares the people for the conquest. He knows that taking Jericho is crucial for securing the Promised Land and demonstrating God's power and faithfulness. The city of Jericho stands as a symbol of the challenges and battles that lie ahead for the Israelites as they claim their inheritance. As they camp near the Jordan River, the Israelites reflect on their journey. They remember the miraculous events that have brought them this far, the parting of the Red Sea, the provision of manna, and the guidance by a pillar of cloud and fire. Now, their faith and obedience will be tested once again as they face Jericho. Join us as we delve into the strategic and miraculous events that led to the fall of Jericho, starting with the divine instructions given to Joshua and the Israelites. This segment sets the stage for a story of faith, courage, and divine intervention that has resonated through the ages. The Battle of Jericho is about to unfold, showcasing the power of faith and the fulfillment of God's promises. Let's move forward and uncover the remarkable strategies and divine guidance that made this victory possible. Joshua, the successor of Moses, stands as a pivotal figure in the history of Israel. Chosen by God to lead the Israelites after Moses' death, Joshua is renowned for his unwavering faith, strategic mind, and military prowess. His leadership is crucial as the Israelites face the daunting task of conquering Jericho. Known for his faith and courage, Joshua's story is marked by pivotal moments where his trust in God and his decisive actions lead the Israelites through significant challenges. One of the first and most formidable challenges he faces is the conquest of Jericho, a city known for its impregnable walls and strong defenses. Joshua receives specific and divine instructions on how to conquer Jericho. These instructions come directly from God, highlighting Joshua's unique relationship with the divine and his role as a faithful leader. God commands Joshua to have the Israelites march around the city once a day for 6 days, with 7 priests carrying trumpets of ram's horns in front of the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, they are to march around the city 7 times, and the priests are to blow the trumpets. Joshua's leadership is characterized by his obedience to these divine instructions, even when they seem unconventional from a military perspective. His ability to inspire trust and confidence in his people ensures that the Israelites follow God's plan with unwavering faith. Joshua's military prowess and deep faith are reflected in his meticulous preparation and strategic planning. He ensures that every detail is in place, from the positioning of the Ark of the Covenant to the order of the marching troops. His leadership not only involves physical preparation, but also spiritual readiness, as he leads the people in consecration and prayer. Under Joshua's leadership, the Israelites embark on their mission with a clear sense of purpose and divine backing. His faith and obedience set the stage for one of the most miraculous events in biblical history. The story of Joshua and the Battle of Jericho exemplifies the power of faith-led leadership and the importance of following God's guidance, no matter how extraordinary it may seem. Join us as we continue to explore the miraculous events of the Battle of Jericho, delving into the extraordinary strategy and divine intervention that led to the fall of the city's mighty walls. Before the Israelites begin their siege of Jericho, Joshua takes a crucial step to ensure their success by sending 2 spies into the city. Their mission is to gather intelligence on Jericho's defenses and morale, crucial information for the impending battle. The spies manage to infiltrate Jericho and find refuge in the home of Rahab, a local woman whose profession as an innkeeper or prostitute provides her with knowledge of the city's secrets and vulnerabilities. Despite the risk, Rahab chooses to hide the spies from the king's men, displaying remarkable bravery and faith. Rahab's decision to protect the spies stems from her faith in the God of Israel. She has heard of the Israelites' miraculous escape from Egypt and their victories over other kings. Believing that Jericho is destined to fall to God's chosen people, she declares her faith and makes a pact with the spies to save her and her family in exchange for her help. In a symbolic act of faith and hope, Rahab is instructed by the spies to hang a scarlet cord in her window. This cord will serve as a sign for the Israelites to spare her household when they attack the city. Rahab's faith and actions not only save her family, but also secure her a place in biblical history and the lineage of Jesus Christ. The story of Rahab is a powerful testament to the transformative power of faith and the inclusiveness of God's plan. Despite her past and her profession, Rahab's faith in God and her courageous actions elevate her to a position of honor in the biblical narrative. She becomes an ancestor of King David and ultimately of Jesus Christ. Rahab's story also underscores the importance of obedience and trust in God's plan. Her willingness to act on her faith, even at great personal risk, exemplifies the kind of faith that leads to salvation and inclusion in God's covenant community. Join us as we continue to delve into the remarkable events leading up to the fall of Jericho, exploring the intricate blend of divine intervention, faith, and strategy that led to this pivotal moment in biblical history. With the stage set and the city of Jericho in their sights, Joshua receives a divine and highly unconventional battle plan from God. Rather than a direct assault, the Israelites are instructed to engage in a symbolic and ritualistic act of faith. God's instructions are clear. The Israelites are to march around the city once a day for 6 days, led by 7 priests carrying trumpets made of ram's horns. The Ark of the Covenant, representing God's presence, is to be carried along with them. On the 7th day, the marching is to be intensified. The Israelites are to circle the city 7 times, and on the 7th circuit, the priests will sound the trumpets, and the people will give a mighty shout. This act of faith and obedience will result in the miraculous collapse of Jericho's formidable walls. The plan is as much a test of faith and obedience as it is a military strategy. By following God's seemingly illogical instructions, the Israelites demonstrate their trust in His power and wisdom. The priests play a central role in this divine plan, symbolizing the spiritual nature of the battle. Their trumpets, made from ram's horns, echo the sacred sounds used in religious rituals, emphasizing that this battle is as much a spiritual confrontation as a physical one. The Ark of the Covenant, carried during the march, serves as a tangible sign of God's presence among His people. Its inclusion in the procession reinforces the idea that the victory will be achieved through divine intervention rather than human strength. This divine strategy also serves to demoralize and confuse the inhabitants of Jericho. As they watch the Israelites march day after day, their fear and uncertainty grow, weakening their resolve and preparing them for the final moment of divine intervention. The meticulous adherence to God's instructions underscores a recurring biblical theme: the importance of faith and obedience. By following God's plan precisely, the Israelites set the stage for a miraculous demonstration of His power and faithfulness. Join us as we continue to unravel the events leading to the dramatic fall of Jericho, exploring how faith, strategy, and divine power converge to bring down the city's mighty walls. At the heart of this divine plan is the Ark of the Covenant, an emblem of God's covenant with the Israelites and His tangible presence among them. This sacred chest, made of acacia wood and overlaid with pure gold, houses the tablets of the 10 Commandments, Aaron's rod, and a pot of manna. Throughout their journey in the wilderness, the Ark served as a constant reminder of God's guidance and faithfulness. It was carried ahead of the Israelites during their travels, symbolizing God's leadership and protection. In the context of the Battle of Jericho, the Ark's role is pivotal. It is carried by the priests at the forefront of the procession, leading the Israelites as they march around the city. This act of positioning the Ark at the front underscores the belief that their success hinges not on military might, but on divine intervention. The Ark's presence signifies that the battle is the Lord's. It reinforces the understanding that God is directly involved in the conflict, guiding and empowering His people. This symbolic act of carrying the Ark sends a powerful message to both the Israelites and the inhabitants of Jericho. The true strength of the Israelites lies in their unwavering faith in God. The reverence shown to the Ark by the Israelites highlights their deep respect and fear of God. They understand that the Ark is not merely a religious artifact, but a sacred vessel of divine power. Their careful handling and profound respect for the Ark reflect their acknowledgement of God's holiness and authority. The Ark's role in the march around Jericho serves as a physical and spiritual anchor for the Israelites. It is a constant reminder of God's promises and His past miracles, encouraging them to trust in His plan despite the unusual and seemingly impractical strategy they are following. As the Israelites follow the Ark in their silent march, they are participating in a powerful act of faith and obedience. Each step they take around the city walls is a testament to their trust in God's plan and their belief in His promise of victory. Join us as we continue our exploration of the Battle of Jericho, delving deeper into the faith, strategy, and divine intervention that led to one of the most remarkable victories in biblical history. With unwavering faith and a profound sense of purpose, the Israelites commence their silent march around the fortified city of Jericho. Each day, for 6 days, they follow God's instructions meticulously, marching once around the city in complete silence, except for the sound of the ram's horn trumpets. This disciplined, silent procession is both a spiritual exercise and a psychological strategy. For the Israelites, it is a demonstration of their trust in God's plan, despite the unconventional nature of the instructions. For the inhabitants of Jericho, the sight is eerie and deeply unsettling. The daily march is a test of patience and obedience for the Israelites. They are accustomed to the rigors of battle, yet here they are commanded to simply walk in silence, trusting in an outcome they cannot yet see. Inside Jericho, the tension mounts with each passing day. The inhabitants, already fearful of the advancing Israelites, are now faced with a bizarre and intimidating spectacle. The silent, unbroken lines of marching figures create an atmosphere of psychological warfare, sowing confusion and fear. The Israelites' march is not just a military maneuver, but a profound act of faith. They walk in silence, with only the sound of the trumpets and the presence of the Ark of the Covenant guiding them. This act of obedience underscores their absolute trust in God's promise of victory. Each day, as the Israelites return to their camp after the march, they reflect on their faith and the divine plan. Their collective resolve strengthens, knowing that they are part of something greater, a divine strategy that will lead to their triumph. As the days progress, the anticipation builds. The Israelites remain focused and disciplined, aware that their faith and obedience will soon be rewarded. The silent marches serve as a daily reminder of their reliance on divine intervention. Join us as we continue to unravel the incredible events leading to the miraculous fall of Jericho's walls. The disciplined march, a testament to the Israelites' faith, sets the stage for the dramatic culmination of God's plan. The daily marches around Jericho are more than just a physical act. They serve as a form of psychological warfare. Each day, the disciplined silence and relentless marching of the Israelites amplify the fear and anxiety within the city walls. Inside Jericho, the inhabitants watch with growing unease. The sight of the Israelites, led by priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant, is a constant reminder of the divine power that stands against them. The once formidable walls of Jericho, symbols of strength and security, begin to represent the inevitability of divine judgment. As the days pass, the tension within Jericho escalates. The silent, unyielding marches create an atmosphere of dread and helplessness among the city's defenders. They see the Israelites' unwavering faith and the divine presence symbolized by the Ark, and their own confidence starts to erode. Psychological warfare is a powerful tool in any conflict, and here it works to the Israelites' advantage. The continuous silent march disrupts the morale of Jericho's inhabitants, causing them to question their own strength and the reliability of their defenses. The leaders of Jericho attempt to maintain order and confidence, but the daily marches create a sense of inevitability. Each step the Israelites take around the city is a step closer to the fulfillment of God's promise, and the people of Jericho can feel the impending doom. Meanwhile, the Israelites' faith remains unshaken. They trust in the divine plan, knowing that their silent obedience is part of a larger strategy orchestrated by God. Their confidence stands in stark contrast to the growing fear within Jericho. Each day, as the Israelites return to their camp, they grow stronger in their resolve. The psychological toll on Jericho, combined with their unwavering faith, sets the stage for the miraculous events to come. Join us as we move closer to the climax of this incredible story. The psychological warfare waged by the Israelites is just one aspect of the divine plan that will lead to the fall of Jericho's mighty walls. On the seventh day, the atmosphere is charged with anticipation. The Israelites, having followed God's instructions faithfully for 6 days, now prepare for the culmination of their efforts. This day is unlike the previous ones. Today, they will march around Jericho 7 times. The tension in the air is palpable as the Israelites begin their march. One lap after another, the people of Jericho watch from their walls, their anxiety intensifying with each circuit. The repetitive march, now multiplied 7-fold, heightens the psychological pressure on the city's defenders. With each lap, the Israelites' determination grows. They are acutely aware of the significance of this moment and the divine power guiding them. The silent procession transforms into a symphony of faith and obedience, each step resonating with their trust in God's promise. On the 7th and final lap, the atmosphere reaches a crescendo. Joshua, their leader, stands ready to give the command that will unleash the full power of their faith. The priests position themselves, trumpets in hand, ready to sound the call to victory. At Joshua's command, the priests blow their trumpets with all their might, filling the air with a powerful, resonant sound. In unison, the Israelites let out a mighty shout, their voices combining in a wave of sound that echoes across the landscape. The walls of Jericho, which had stood firm and unyielding for so long, begin to tremble. Cracks form and spread, and with a thunderous roar, the walls come tumbling down. The seemingly invincible stronghold is reduced to rubble, a testament to the power of faith and divine intervention. The fall of Jericho's walls is a pivotal moment, demonstrating that no obstacle is too great when faced with unwavering faith and adherence to God's will. This miraculous event marks the first major victory for the Israelites in the Promised Land. As the dust settles, the reality of their achievement sinks in. The once formidable city of Jericho lies in ruins, a powerful symbol of God's promise fulfilled and a clear message to the surrounding nations of the might and favor of the God of Israel. Join us as we continue to uncover the profound lessons from the Battle of Jericho and the significance of this victory in the larger narrative of the Israelites' journey to claim the Promised Land. The moment of truth arrives as the Israelites' unified shout pierces the air. In an astonishing display of divine power, the mighty walls of Jericho, which had stood for generations, begin to crumble. The ground shakes, and with a deafening roar, the walls collapse completely. The sight of the formidable walls falling apart is nothing short of miraculous. The Israelites, led by Joshua, seize the opportunity. They charge forward with renewed vigor, their path cleared by the hand of God. This pivotal moment marks a significant victory for the Israelites, a testament to their faith and obedience. Inside Jericho, chaos ensues. The inhabitants, struck by the sudden and inexplicable destruction of their walls, are thrown into panic. The Israelites, organized and resolute, quickly take control, fulfilling God's command to conquer the city. This victory is not just a military conquest, it is a profound demonstration of the power of faith. The fall of Jericho's walls signifies that with God's guidance, no obstacle is insurmountable. The Israelites' unwavering trust in God's plan has led them to a monumental triumph. The fall of Jericho is a turning point in the Israelites' journey to claim the Promised Land. It serves as a powerful reminder to future generations of the importance of faith, obedience, and the belief that God can achieve the impossible. Join us as we continue to explore the aftermath of Jericho's fall and the broader implications of this incredible event in the story of the Israelites. The journey through the Promised Land has only just begun, and the lessons from Jericho will continue to resonate through their epic quest. Following the miraculous collapse of the walls, the Israelites swiftly moved to take control of Jericho. According to God's command, They proceed to destroy everything within the city, marking their territory and asserting their divine mandate. Every aspect of Jericho's existence is dismantled as per divine instruction. This complete destruction signifies the end of Jericho as a symbol of resistance against God's will and serves as a powerful message to other cities and kingdoms in the Promised Land. Yet, amid the devastation, one family is spared. Rahab, the woman who had shown great faith by hiding the Israelite spies and recognizing the power of their God, is saved along with her family. This act of mercy underscores the importance of faith and righteousness. Rahab's faith and actions not only save her family, but also secure her place in the lineage of Jesus Christ. Her story is a testament to the power of faith and the profound impact one individual's belief can have on their destiny and that of future generations. The conquest of Jericho is not just a tale of military victory. It is a deeply spiritual event, emphasizing the consequences of disobedience to God and the rewards of faith and obedience. This victory sets the stage for the Israelites' continued journey to claim the Promised Land. Join us as we continue to explore the journey of the Israelites through the Promised Land, drawing lessons from their experiences and understanding the deeper spiritual truths revealed through their conquests. The triumphant victory at Jericho marks a significant milestone for the Israelites, both spiritually and strategically. This conquest not only secures a crucial foothold in the Promised Land, but also profoundly impacts the collective faith and morale of the Israelite people. For Joshua, the successful execution of God's unconventional plan strengthens his authority and solidifies his leadership. His unwavering faith and adherence to divine instructions earn him the respect and trust of the Israelites, setting a powerful example for future challenges. This victory also serves as a vivid reminder of the crucial importance of obedience and faith in God's plans. The miraculous fall of Jericho's walls is a testament to what can be achieved when God's people trust and follow his guidance, even when it defies conventional wisdom. The lessons learned from Jericho extend beyond the immediate victory. They reinforce the idea that true strength and success come from faithfulness to God. This narrative becomes a cornerstone for the Israelites, guiding their actions and decisions in subsequent battles and challenges. The story of Jericho is passed down through generations, becoming a foundational tale of faith, obedience, and divine intervention. It serves as an enduring reminder of the power of God and the importance of living in accordance with his will. As we reflect on the aftermath of Jericho, we are reminded that our own lives can also be transformed through faith and obedience. The story challenges us to trust in God's plans, even when they seem unconventional, and to remain steadfast in our faith during times of trial. Join us in the next segment as we continue to explore the journey of the Israelites, uncovering more profound lessons and spiritual insights from their epic quest to claim the Promised Land. Modern archaeology has unearthed fascinating evidence that supports the biblical account of Jericho. These findings provide a tangible connection to this ancient story and its historical significance. The ancient city of Jericho, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, has been the focus of numerous archaeological expeditions. Excavations have revealed significant details about the city's structure, culture, and the dramatic events described in the Bible. One of the most compelling discoveries is the evidence of Jericho's fortifications. Archaeologists have found remains of thick double walls and a network of defensive structures that match the biblical description of a heavily fortified city. Significantly, excavations have also uncovered evidence of a sudden and catastrophic collapse of these walls. pottery and carbon dating suggest that this destruction occurred around the time the Israelites are believed to have entered the Promised Land. Further supporting the biblical account, archaeologists have discovered signs of a massive fire that followed the collapse, consistent with the biblical narrative of the city's destruction by the Israelites. One of the most intriguing findings is the presence of storage jars filled with grain, indicating that the city fell quickly during the spring harvest season. This aligns with the biblical timeline, which suggests that Jericho was conquered shortly after the Israelites celebrated Passover. These archaeological discoveries provide a compelling backdrop to the biblical story, bridging the gap between faith and history. While debates and discussions continue, the tangible evidence from Jericho offers a fascinating glimpse into the ancient world and the events that shaped its history. As we explore the archaeological evidence, we gain a deeper appreciation for the historical context of the biblical narrative. These findings remind us that the stories of the Bible are not just spiritual teachings, but are also rooted in real events that shaped human history. Join us in the next segment as we delve further into the journey of the Israelites, uncovering more profound lessons and spiritual insights from their epic quest to claim the Promised Land. Rahab's faith and actions not only save her family, but also integrate her into the lineage of Jesus. Her story is a testament to God's grace and the power of faith. Rahab, a woman of Jericho, played a crucial role in the success of the Israelite spies. By hiding them and providing crucial information, she demonstrated remarkable courage and faith in the God of Israel, despite being a Canaanite. Her decision to protect the spies stemmed from her belief in the power and sovereignty of the God of Israel. Rahab's declaration, "For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on the earth below," reflects her profound faith and recognition of God's authority. As a reward for her faith and bravery, Rahab and her family were spared during the destruction of Jericho. The scarlet cord she used to signal the Israelites became a symbol of her covenant with them and God's protection over her household. Rahab's story doesn't end with her rescue. She becomes part of the Israelite community and later marries Salmon, an Israelite leader. Through their union, she becomes the great-great-grandmother of King David, linking her directly to the lineage of Jesus Christ. Rahab's inclusion in the genealogy of Jesus, as mentioned in the Gospel of Matthew, highlights God's inclusive grace. Despite her past and her outsider status, Rahab's faithfulness earns her a place of honor in the history of salvation. Her story is a powerful testament to the transformative power of faith and God's ability to use anyone, regardless of their background, to fulfill His divine purposes. Rahab's legacy continues to inspire believers to trust in God's plan and embrace the power of faith and redemption. Join us in the next segment as we delve deeper into the spiritual and moral lessons that the Battle of Jericho and Rahab's story teach us about obedience, faith, and God's unwavering faithfulness. The story of Jericho is rich with symbolism, faith, obedience, divine intervention, and the power of God's word. These themes resonate through the ages, offering valuable spiritual lessons for believers today. One of the most prominent symbols in the story of Jericho is the act of marching around the city. This seemingly simple act of obedience underscores the importance of following God's instructions, even when they defy human logic. The Israelites' faith in God's plan was crucial to their victory. Another powerful symbol is the Ark of the Covenant. Representing God's presence among His people, the ark leading the march emphasizes that it is God's power, not human strength, that brings victory. It reminds us that God's presence is central to overcoming life's battles. The use of trumpets made of ram's horns, known as shofars, also carries deep symbolic meaning. The shofar is traditionally used in Jewish worship and signifies a call to repentance, prayer, and battle. In Jericho, the sounding of the shofar heralded God's intervention and the coming victory. Rahab's scarlet cord is another significant symbol. It represents salvation and protection through faith. Just as Rahab and her family were saved by their faith and the scarlet cord, believers are saved through faith in Jesus Christ, whose blood redeems and protects them. The fall of Jericho's walls itself is a testament to the power of God's word. When the Israelites shouted, the walls collapsed, not by their might, but by the power of God's command. This event illustrates the transformative and miraculous power of God's word in our lives. The story of Jericho teaches us that faith and obedience to God's commands can lead to miraculous outcomes. It encourages believers to trust in God's plans, even when they seem impossible, and to act with faith, knowing that God is in control. Furthermore, the story emphasizes the importance of divine intervention. The victory at Jericho was not achieved by military might, but by God's direct involvement. This reminds us that in our own lives, God's intervention can turn the tide in the most challenging situations. In conclusion, the symbolism and spiritual lessons from the Battle of Jericho continue to inspire and guide believers. By reflecting on these themes, we can strengthen our faith, deepen our obedience, and recognize the power of God's presence in our lives. Join us in the next segment as we delve into the broader implications of the Battle of Jericho and how this ancient story continues to influence our understanding of faith and divine power. Today, the story of Jericho continues to inspire and challenge believers. It calls us to trust in God's plans, even when they seem impossible, and to act with faith and courage in our own lives. In our modern world, the story of Jericho can be seen as a metaphor for overcoming the seemingly insurmountable obstacles we face. Just as the walls of Jericho stood as a formidable barrier to the Israelites, we often encounter challenges that seem impossible to overcome. However, the story reminds us that with God's guidance and our faith, no barrier is too great. The key is to remain obedient to God's instructions and to trust in His timing and methods, even when they don't align with our understanding. The silent march around Jericho can be likened to the periods in our lives when we are called to be patient, to wait on God's timing, and to act in quiet faithfulness. These moments, though challenging, are essential for spiritual growth and preparation for the breakthroughs that God has in store. Rahab's story within the Jericho narrative also offers powerful lessons. Her faith and actions amidst a pagan city led to her salvation and a place in the lineage of Jesus. This highlights that no matter our background or past, faith in God can transform our future and position us within His divine plan. In the face of today's societal and personal walls, believers can draw strength from the Jericho story, knowing that God's power is unmatched and His plans are perfect. This ancient victory encourages us to confront our modern battles with confidence in God's promises. Furthermore, Jericho's lessons about communal faith and unity are particularly relevant. The Israelites' collective obedience and unified actions were crucial to their victory. Similarly, our modern faith communities must come together, support one another, and act in harmony to witness God's power. Finally, Jericho teaches us about the importance of remembrance and gratitude. After their victory, the Israelites commemorated their journey and God's intervention. Today, we too must remember God's faithfulness in our lives, celebrate our victories, and remain grateful for His constant presence. In conclusion, the story of Jericho is more than an ancient battle tale. It is a living testimony of faith, obedience, and divine power. As we navigate our own life's challenges, let us remember the lessons of Jericho, trusting that with God, all things are possible. Thank you for joining us on this in-depth exploration of the Battle of Jericho. We hope this story has inspired you to trust in God's plans and to act with faith and courage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful biblical content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep your faith strong and your heart open to God's guidance. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Battle of Jericho. This incredible story of faith, obedience, and divine intervention offers timeless lessons that resonate deeply with our own lives today. What insights have you gained from this exploration of Jericho? Have you found new ways to trust in God's plans, even when they seem impossible? Perhaps you've been inspired by the courage and faith of the Israelites, or Rahab's remarkable transformation. Share your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. Your perspective can inspire others and contribute to a deeper understanding of this powerful story. If you found this video enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of biblical events and their significance. Your support helps us continue to bring these stories to life and share their valuable lessons. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. We have many more fascinating stories and insights to share with you.